when you're ready. Good job, really good. Wow, that's fantastic. You did well. So you did, yeah, Alexa, yes, hi. Fantastic, very good, very good. And you know, it's you kept the tempo generally very stable. That's really good. I see the metronome is right by the piano. That's fantastic. You probably used it quite a fair bit, huh? That's really good. That's really good. Okay. You kept the tempo very well. In general, the sound that you're getting, the clarity in your finger work, all very good. All good. Probably one of the things that we're going to look at is one of the main things is to enhance the character. Oh, fantastic. Yes, we're going to need the music. I'd like to enhance a little bit some of the charm of this with some of the sweeps that we have and the dynamics that we have in this piece. Just so it's you see, classical. This is this period of music is classical, yes. So it's a very typical like a classical sonatina. So there's a lot of lightness and liveliness and something that's just lighthearted as well. One of the key things I always think in a classical sonatina and like this is these are like little miniatures of dances within them. And with dances, right? If you think about if you're dancing, I would. I'm not a dancer personally. Okay, I don't know about you. Do you dance?
Yeah.
Do you like dancing? Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. One of the key things is in dancing is we have gestures, right? Sometimes we run to one end of the hall, maybe right. So we run. Sometimes we just stand still. We do our moves on the spot. Sometimes we walk and we move to another side of the halls, things like that. And so there are gestures, right? And that's kind of what we have in the sonatina a little bit. Like in the beginning, we're right, and then in the next phrase we have right. So we have these sweeps. We have these gestures like that. And that's what I'd like to enhance. When we have the sweeps, I think you can make more of that. See, for example, when you go to that kind of thing, yeah. That, right? So that'd be so nice to have if we can have that even more. And okay, let's see what happens. Do you think is it mean to ask you to start from Okay, can we start from the second time around that this comes up? Yeah. Good. Okay. Okay. That's a bit better. Good. Good. Now, you have really long. Looks like you have really long fingers. Is that right? Okay. From the camera, you have really long fingers, and that's. I tell you that that's an advantage. Okay, in the long run, once you've worked out how to use them, it's gonna be easy. You'll be able to play so many wonderful, wonderful pieces. Right? It's an advantage. Really good. But right now, at the moment, unfortunately for us people with long fingers, we also have a problem. It's a little bit more difficult to find a good shape and a hand position and how to figure out how to use our fingers. That's going to help us play how we want to. Okay. Now I notice you tend to be a bit flat in your approach, kind of like this. So when you're playing like that, okay. Now I don't need you to curve your fingers as such like this, okay. So you tend to play flat like this. Now, what needs to happen is, do you think you can try to use your arm more like this to get on top of the notes like that? So here's what it looks like if I'm playing this, right? That passage, that scale passage up. So I can start low like this. Da da di da da pa da bum. So it's this business, okay? Can you play this for me? Find the A. This is the A right above middle C. Can you find that for me? Oh, just on the keyboard, just on your piano. Find the A right above middle C. Okay. Now, can you play? Good. Now, here's what's here. Good, good, good. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. As you go up, can the fingers stand up a little bit more like that? Try. Yes, like that. Do that again. Good. That's very nice, okay? Now, that's the kind of gesture that I think will really help you get some of these gestures out more, the crescendo shapes. So watch what happens here when I do that, okay? And then I can get that. Try it for me. Yeah.
Starting from
Go ahead. Yes, sure. Let's do that. Yes, good. On the pinky, you can stand up like this more. So it's really gonna be tall now, isn't it? Yeah, try it. Good, good, good. Now, one of the key things will be, you're doing well. Okay, so you work with your teachers to explore this more. Okay, because if you can do that, wow, then the shapes that you need to find, that's gonna be even better. Okay. Now, just a little question for you, okay? You know, when you come to that trill, you started from above, yes? You start that trill from, oh, sorry, do you know where we are? Fantastic. So this is after the... You did that, right, with the trill? You can also consider for this one, right? Because you start from... You already have an F sharp from the note before. Usually we start the trill from above like you did, very good. But since you have the F sharp before already anyway, you can start it from the E actually, that's fine. That's an okay thing to do as well. You can, something to consider there. Now, last thing, and then, okay, we're gonna move on. Last thing here. You know, when you get to, you see where the bar with the fermata is? Yeah, there's a pause sign. Yeah, so just before you come back to the, just before that, yeah, go ahead, find it, yeah.
Is it on the second page?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
do you see that? Yeah, do you see that pause sign there? Yeah, good. Why is it there?
to hold it longer.
Yeah, why did the composer do that?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's worthwhile thinking, why did the composer write that? Why didn't he just do... Don't you think that sounds okay? It can work, right? Why? So why did the composer do this? So he put a bar with whole rest, and there's a pause sign, there's a fermata. Why did he do that? It's right. What do you think? Like, just take a random wild guess, okay? I'm not looking for a specific answer here.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's random, isn't it? I mean, just go on, you know. So random. Why put that in, right? So, but that's something that I think can enhance this. Okay, so what happened? What's gonna happen next? Is it going to be? Is it gonna be like that? Is it gonna be? Oh, I'm in the wrong key. Sorry. Right. So this is like you gotta give us a little bit of a question mark. Leave us guessing. What are you gonna do next? We don't know. You know because you play the piece, right? Like I don't because I don't play this piece. So I'd like to be, like I'd like to be guessing. What is she gonna do next, right? Can you try that for me from, I don't know, pick a good spot. Anytime before the fermata, anytime before that pause sign, okay? And give us, you can slow down a little bit too. And diminuendo. And then, and then you're back to that, right? Show us that, please. Okay, something like that. Okay, you can work on that, okay? I would slow down just a little bit here. And then you see how I'm not moving yet? Then I go back like that. Okay, so it's all part of the drama like that, okay? You'll try that once more, okay? And then we gotta move on, I think, yes? Go ahead. Nice. That's a better job. Very nice. Okay. So think about things like that, right? Why did the composer do that? Why did the composer write that in? That's so random, right? Things like that. Very good, Alexa. Thanks for playing. Really lovely to hear you play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Great. Great. So, didn't you turn our video back on? Yeah. So wonderful. Great. Our next performer is going to be Audrey's son. So, Audrey, hi. Feel free to turn on your mic and your video. Yeah, awesome. Okay, great. So, yes, feel free to start whenever you're ready there, my dear.
Very good, Audrey. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Very good. Very good. And good. Did you pick these pieces or did your teachers pick them for you?
teachers pick them for me.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's good. I hope you like them. And they're really very cool pieces, don't you think? Right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Hands crossing and really lovely witches and wizards. Really cheeky stuff here. Very good. And I think you're really doing you're bringing them out quite well. Really. Why don't we start with the witches and wizards first? Good. I really like the characters that you're producing. Now, again, so I think, and so it's in a way, in a way, I don't have much of a job to do because you've done a lot of the good work already. So this makes my job easier in a way. Fantastic. Now, what I wonder about is this, right? So, it could just be because of the mics, so I'm not really hearing everything exactly, but I wonder, right? If you can in bar 9 in your music. Yes, you could please pull out the music. I wonder if in bar 9, right? It comes down. The dynamics come down to piano there, so it becomes soft there. I wonder if you can show that to us a little bit more, right? So not. So, it's like the witches and the wizards. They're not always out and right. But when you come to this, it's a little. So we could make it a little spookier, maybe a little more mysterious. Let's go from the beginning again. Anyhow, go ahead. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's in the beginning just make sure that this is. Are you intending? You want all the 3 notes to come off? That's the idea, right? So, right? Just try that. But do you think you can go right there, bar 3? Right on bar 3 for me. That's right on the D. Yeah. Good. Okay, now just make sure just make sure it's all spread out evenly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm getting this. Something like I'm getting that right now. Just make sure it's all ta 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 pa 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 like that. Yeah, very March like. So it's very confident. This. Okay. Go ahead. Show me that once more. Excellent. Nice. Now, let's do the next one from bar 5. Now, here's something to watch out for. Let's go right on bar 5 for me. Good. Question for you is this. What do you want us to hear in this? Sorry. What do you want us to hear? Is there a melody to this? Is there like a tune that we should be hearing?
Spooky melody?
Yeah. Cool. Which one is the... Can you show me where the spooky melody is? Okay, in other words, do you want this one to come out? Or is the melody the one where the left hand crosses over?
Maybe the left hand?
Oh, cool. Okay, can we try that? Try that for me, right on, and show me that, please. Good, but don't forget to change the pedal, yes? Try that again. nice. Yeah, good. Good. I think so. Good. Now, but you said it's a spooky melody, right? So if it's spooky, is it going to be soft or loud?
Soft?
Yeah, I think so too. Now, your challenge, however, is we still want to hear that, but we want it soft. So, what do you need to do? This stuff? How softly can you play that? So that it's. Oh, sorry. Then. Right? Show me. Go ahead. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very good. Good. Okay, and let's go to the journey now a little bit. Very good. You play this fine. You play this fine. It's Allegro Moderato. I know it's only Allegro Moderato, but you're doing the hand crossing so well. I wonder if you can try just a little bit quicker for me. Let's see what happens if it's just a little bit quicker. Good. I think it's straightforward like that. Just make sure again that it's very unusual in a way for Czerny to be writing this like super legato like that. Often, if we think of Czerny, it's always like it's very fingery usually. Everything that he does, like that kind of thing. It's very crisp and very brilliant like that. But that's the kind of stuff that Czerny often goes for. But this one, very legato and smooth. That's the idea, right? So how do you make it legato and smooth? You just gotta make sure that the notes kind of overlap a little bit. So if I'm playing like here, that one. So there's a little bit of this. There's a little bit of that overlap, like that. Okay. So it's not. Then that's gonna disconnect if you do that, right? So just gotta make sure the coordination. So what you're coordinating in the beginning? What fingers? The two thumbs, right? Just gotta make sure that before you play this one, so this one still has to hold, the left one still has to hold, just a little bit. Go ahead, show me a little bit. You can do it slower. Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah, good. Just that little bit of an over, just a little bit though. Okay, not too much. But otherwise, good. I think you're playing this very well. Very good. Very good job, Audrey. Good. Okay, any question for me?
No.
Oh, fantastic. That's fine. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. And I want to introduce our next performer, number 4. It's Annie. Is Annie Lee ready to go? Annie will be playing The Gear Wheels of a Watch by Nakada.
Ah, fantastic. When you're ready. Great. It looks like you know this piece inside and out. You have the score there with you? Wow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, did you pick this piece or did your teacher pick for you?
No.
Your teacher did? You did? Oh, fantastic. Good, good, good. I don't know if you have the whole collection. I like very much this Yoshinao Nakada is one of my favorite composers when I was your age, definitely. I really like playing a lot of his pieces. Really, really just really fun stuff to play, huh? Looks like you're having fun playing that too. That's really nice to see and to hear as well. Very good. This is just, and you play very well with the way you use your arm and everything. It looks very good, and looks like it's the way you move around the piano, the way you play them, all very, very, very nice. I wonder when you play, all of this comes across really well, actually. Good. I wonder again, like the idea is the whole thing is kind of lively, right? I mean, that's the instruction for this. The gear wheels of a watch, huh? And that's one of the reason I like these compositions, because they have very descriptive titles. Some of the other ones would be like Twilight Song or what's this, children's song, A Story in My Dream. It's all really, really just nice stuff. Okay, so the gear wheels of a watch. It's very interesting to see, musically what's happening as well is in the beginning, what's happening in the left hand. What kind of note values, what kind of rhythm do we have in the left hand? In the left hand here. So in other words, in the very beginning, those chords that you play, what's the note value there? You got that in the score? Oh, do you know what I mean by note value? I mean, like, is it like a quarter note? Is it like a half note? Is it like a eighth note? Yeah, they are half notes, right? Very cool. So usually they kind of hold longer. Usually it's almost like a pause a little bit there. Before you go into the busy stuff, before you get into the busy stuff in the left hand, right? So just for a moment there, I think it's like a moment where we can maybe try to be a bit more expressive in the way we play the melody. Yeah, maybe I could use that a little bit more shaping, perhaps. Go ahead, try it for me. Good. Now, a couple of things. For example, if you look at the third bar, do you think they can be maybe slightly different there? So the first one, maybe the second one like an echo of the first one. Try that for me. Right on the third. Yeah, just little things like that there before we get into this busy gear stuff, because something else to look for is this. What's the dynamic plan of the piece, so to speak? What do you see in the score there? What sort of dynamic levels do we begin with?
Piano.
You have piano in your score? I have mezzo piano in my score, but okay. What's the next dynamic marking that you see?
Mezzo forte.
Mezzo forte, very good. And then what's the next thing you see?
Forte.
Okay, so basically this whole piece, I mean, it's a pretty short piece, right? And very handy, right? So what's happening? What's the general direction here? What's the general direction? So in other words, what's the general shape of the dynamics? It's basically one big, long kind of crescendo, isn't it? You start soft, and then by the end of the piece, you go forte. You end forte, like that, right? So it's almost as if this is the gear wheels of a watch. Maybe this is a very brand new watch or something like that. It needs time a little bit to wind in before, and then it eventually kind of gets into this super busy stuff, right? So gets really ticking by the end, definitely. Okay, so that's something to consider as well. So in the beginning, right? It has it's a very long question mark of sorts here. Good. So then you can play around with that melody. So it's sort of, you can alter the expression a little bit. So little phrasing like that. Yeah. So it kind of that little sort of decrescendo at the end before you go into the busy stuff. Sorry. Before we go into that kind of stuff, right? Before we get into the very busy stuff, indeed. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's play that again. So let's keep that in mind a little bit, right? So I can use a little bit more of that dynamic gradation. So you start a little, so it's kind of expressive before we get super busy like that, like the. Really want to show that difference there, right? So, right? So, but by the end, it's gonna be very festive like that. Okay, go ahead. Start from the beginning again for me. Let's see how this goes. Good. Now, when it's forte, so this is the fifth last bar. When you have forte there, your voicing is very good. I can hear the right hand very well. To the extent where, if you have a little more of the left hand, I don't mind at all. I don't mind if you have more left hand, actually. I'm hearing this. Can I get... So the left hand can really help bring up the energy. Can we try right there? Okay, good. Like your left hand is very well trained like that. Now you can free it up a little bit more. A little sharper and crisper. How do we get a really crisp, sharp staccato? Oh, how do we play staccato, by the way? This is a very good question for everybody. How do you play staccato?
Use your wrist.
Use your wrist. Okay. That's a pretty good answer. Yeah, and I can see you do that very well. Very good. What are you trying to do with your wrist, though? What are you trying to make the keys do? What do you want the keys? Sorry, bouncy. Yep, bouncy. That's a pretty good word for staccatos, definitely. Now, I think what it is to keep it nice and simple. You want it to be staccato and sharp. What you want to do is you want to make sure these they play quick. They're forte, right? You want to make sure that the keys play quickly, but to make it staccato, you have to let go very quickly, right? So it's a very quick, snappy, bouncy movement, pop, 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 like that, right? So it lets go quickly as well. Can you try that right there? Yeah, don't be afraid to go quick, and then let go quickly as well. Right. Something to that effect. It's just that extra liveliness like that when it's forte, right? What you did before with the, what you did before, very good for the softer shades. But if you want to do it forte and really lively, really bright, that's what you gotta do, right? So really quick action like that, okay? Not just quick to play, but quick to let go. That's really, really nice and crisp like that, okay? Very good. Very good. Okay, and don't forget that in the third bar, I don't know. You can take it or leave it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. But I like this. I like that little echo like that in the third bar personally. But you know, again, you take it or leave it. Okay. So and just think about that general shape like that. So don't get too excited too soon in the beginning, maybe. Just so we really feel the forte at the end. Really good. Really, really nice to hear you play. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Annie. I'd like to welcome our next performer. Melody and Matthew, please help me welcome our next performer.
Our next performer is the lovely Phyllis, performing Debussy, the Chevaux Chevalet, or the Girl with Long Hair.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, we've been working on it.
Hi.
We're in for a while.
Lovely. Whenever you're ready. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Phyllis. Lovely. Lovely. Very good. Very good. Okay. Good. 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 Look, good. You know the notes comfortably, and look, it looks like you're positioning your hands in like just fine in terms of where you are, and just nervous, huh? It's always nerve-wracking like that, right? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That happens to everybody. No problem like that. Very good, very good. You picked this one for yourself to learn?
Actually, to learn, no. Matthew gave it to me last summer.
Oh, lovely. Well, fantastic.
But I love it. Like, I love it. So he chose well. Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, fantastic. It's one of my favorite to definitely to play and to work on as well. Very good, very good. So this is one of in a way it's simple, but it's simple in a stunning way, isn't it? It's like basically it's the impression of somebody who's the effect I think for me is that it's like, wow, we're just fawning and we're just stunned like that, right? I think that's always my impression of it, like that. Okay, so I don't know, maybe the modern iteration is like what's that song, The Girl from Ipanema, something like that, I don't know. But okay, anyway, so I digress. So in this, maybe one of the things is, how are you counting this? What's your basic pulse or meter?
So
are you feeling it?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1.
Oh, okay. So are you feeling it in quarter notes or in eighth notes?
2 and 3, just to try and keep things.
Okay, eighth notes then. Yeah, that's your pulse. Good. Yeah, I think of it that way too. Good. Yeah. So I think it is very calm and it's sweetly and expressive. I wonder if maybe. I know I'm putting you on the spot here. That's fine. That's okay. I don't mind. But look, can we try maybe with a little more 1 and 2 ti da ti ta da ti. So not too slow, maybe. Just allow it to sweep a little more gently like that. Try it. Nice, good. Now, one of the things is, again, like I see you're and like I mentioned in the beginning, it's like you're guarding the notes very carefully in the beginning, right? Because you don't want to miss a thing, and I totally understand that, and you're not really missing anything, so that's really great. Sometimes, what it is though is if you keep stretching your hand a lot like that, it's going to it's our hands don't like to be stretched out like this, right, all the time like that, and so sometimes we just gotta take the chance that maybe we're just gonna have a little slip here and there, we're gonna miss something, and that's all right. We just gotta take that chance, really, just so it can be more relaxed. So if I'm playing this in the beginning, okay, so I'll play it up here so you can see a little bit better what's going on here. So I'm not guarding this, so I don't go like this. I mean, that's fine, but it's just maybe it just feels a little too tense, maybe, and it feels a little too stressful, maybe. Okay, so I wonder if it can be more, allow this to follow through like that. That's okay, like that. Try that for me, the pinky, like that. Yeah, and then graze it like that. Lovely. Yeah, graze it like that, It's okay, take the chance, it's fine. And it's in the beginning, it's simple enough anyway that you won't miss a thing. I'm sure you won't, Good. So it's kind of nice then to contrast this. When we finally have the chord coming in, then we have a little more of a contrast like that, where this is like, again, the wind's just breezing by very gently, and then you have and the warmth comes in like that, Now, okay, into the next line, when you have I I think it can kind of emerge a bit more out of that. Do you think can you give me the upbeat to bar 5? Yeah, go ahead. Nice. And a little tip about pedaling here is with pedaling, right? Often we probably, especially in the music like this, we probably don't have to change as often as you do. It's nice to have the color. Like in here, I wouldn't change. Well, okay. That one you can keep, right? And then, okay, now that dotted crotchet, crotchet, is not, we call it crotchets, the quarter notes. I don't know, we use the British system. Okay, so the dotted quarter note, make sure that's a dotted quarter. I'm only getting a quarter note most of the time. That's a moment for you to pause before we start moving. Okay? Yeah, just a little thing to watch out for. Okay, now let's move on to this. Yeah, can we go bar 10? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I like this. If we can have this shadow here, and then this is an echo. You don't need to do much there. Go. Yeah, that kind of business. Yeah, go ahead, keep going. Yep. Yeah, good. Okay, so definitely, because a lot of this is going to be the same again, whether you play the same business of, I know you're trying to guard this arpeggio like that, like this, right? Okay, look, one of the key things to do is this, right? When you play that arpeggio, once you play the note, one of the key things to consider is this. Watch what I do here. When watch what happens after I'm finished playing the finger. So I keep it stretched like this, okay, that's fine. But here's the difference. What's happening there? What happens? Okay. Yeah, that kind of happens, but that's a consequence of something else. That's a consequence of something else. Now watch what happens with my fingers, okay? What am I doing with my fingers after I play? Right? See this? You see how I'm letting go? Yeah.
Yeah, it's behind your hand a bit, so it's a bit hard.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So here's what happens, right? So if I'm stretched out like this, here's what's happening after I'm done playing that. You see how you see how I'm letting go that way?
Okay.
And that's why it looks like it's moving this way, but trust me, it's actually involuntary in a way. It just happens naturally, and that's because I'm letting go after I play. You tend to do this, so you're still stuck like this, and then it's difficult to move to the next thing. So try that for me, and so just that arpeggio in the from the C flat. Yeah, just make sure you let go of the fingers after you play. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's something you can work on a little bit as well. Okay. So you can discuss that with your teacher as well. So it's but that's something to experiment with as well. So after you're done playing, don't get stuck in the old. Lots of bad things happen when we get stuck in the old. Okay, so so we gotta try and let go. We gotta let go of things sometimes, right? Okay.
More that I'm in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's easier to find the next. Exactly. Good. So yeah, let's see some of these climax. Okay, because when we get to this. Is that okay? Can we go right there? Is that is that comfortable? Go ahead.
Keep hitting the wrong. There we go.
That's okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so some part of the tricky stuff is that there are random jumps in this thing. Same business. Again, so you finish playing this. So when if I'm practicing, the way I would practice that, that's how you practice jumps, right? Just make sure you let go, and then as soon as you let go, you gotta be able to find the A flat. Yeah. Yeah.
And back up.
Yeah, so that's right, that's right. So make sure you let go. As soon as you let go, you gotta move. So it's not, so the movement is not you up and then you move and then you find that note. Okay, so you wanna go like that. So it's one movement like that.
Okay. Okay.
So it's gonna, yeah, okay, so that's something to practice as well. So when you play this, even though you don't move exactly like that, you've practiced how to move, then you can find it. That's gonna be more secure that way as well. Good. And probably last thing here is the one of the last things is this. When you have this again, this one I don't know what edition. You're working with the Durand? Is that the Durand edition? It's just a score that your teacher gave you.
Would have to, it doesn't say on here. So.
I believe it's the Durand edition.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Looks like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it probably doesn't have pedal markings there, which is nice. Me, I don't mind if you see this stuff. Sorry, what is this thing? Oh yeah. It's kind of nice to have all of those colors like that. Like I would change maximum every 2 notes. Sorry, minimum. I need to change minimum every 2 notes. So if you collect more than that, that's okay too. So yeah, we don't need to hear clean pedal. Like we don't need to change for every single one there, I think.
Okay.
Right? It's so nice. And it'll be more comfortable for you to play. Can we just try that? Let's hear what it sounds like. You know, yeah, you pedaled almost the entire bar there, and you know what? It doesn't sound bad at all. It sounds really colorful, actually.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so there's something to consider as well with the color. I mean, it is impressionist style, right? After all, so it's again like it just, and it helps you build that little shape, the crescendo at the end of that bar. You know, that's really nice like that. Okay. So yeah, just something to consider because I think you're enjoying this piece. But okay, so consider some of that. You know, don't try to guard every single note under your hand. I know it feels nice because I used to do that. It feels secure like that and stuff, but it creates other problems. And you gotta make sure that after you play, you know, just you gotta let go so you can get ready for the next thing like that. Yeah, okay, just some technical consideration and find some of that colors in the. Just keep the pedal down. You know, it's very nice. Often, one of them, if we're teaching like classical style sonata, is like or sonatina, it's like, oh, no blurred sound. That's not good. But the spirit, I think, by the time we get to Debussy and Chopin also and Romantic is, how long can we keep the pedal for? You know, I think the spirit should be different. You know, right? Okay. Anyway, lovely to hear you play. Thank you for playing, Phyllis.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem. You're welcome.
All right. Now we have Rhys Ma. Rhys Ma is playing a beautiful piece by Chopin, Waltz in A flat major. Okay, let's get ready with the music.
Yeah. Yes. Lovely. I think I got it. When you're ready, Rhys. Really lovely, lovely, Rhys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for playing. Very good, very good. Really lovely. Your gestures, the way you use your arm and everything looks very good. You got a lot of really, really nice characters coming through. I think the feel is good. The characters are coming through very well. So one of the key things is always when we're playing Chopin, part of the trouble is balancing this business of expression with the rubato, balancing the rubato with like this is effectively a waltz nonetheless, right? So balancing the sense of the expression and the rubato with the sense of the waltz of sorts. I mean, by now this is not type. Chopin's waltzes are not the type of waltzes that you dance to. That maybe you would if it's a Strauss like the like that kind of piece. It's not something that you'd necessarily dance to. This okay. But nonetheless, we need to find. I find with yours, maybe we could use the expression is really lovely, but I think it can be a little bit more coherent with the triple meter. With the So, for example, can we start the beginning again? And now I have a challenge for you. Can you play the beginning, right? And keep the tempo stable. Now, let's take out. We're gonna play first few bars. Let's take out the rubato that you do, so make it still expressive and phrase it as you do, but let's keep it in time first, okay? Let's just experiment with me here. Go ahead. Okay, how does that feel to you? How does that feel to you? Does it feel like you're restricted? Does it feel like you're restricted? Does the music feel less expressive?
Not really.
Not really, because you know why? You're actually still doing some rubato, but it's less than what you did before. So it's really nice like that, actually. That's really lovely. So often what happens is this, right? It sounds like you know the piece very well. You've played this for some time?
3 months.
3 months? Good. Okay, that's actually not that long, but you've learned it very well. Really good. You've done well with this. Okay, really good. You've got a good sense for this style as well, I think. Really lovely. But so sometimes what happens when you get familiar, and as you get familiar with this piece, as you explore and develop the expression, you need to find also that triple meter. So that left hand is also important in keeping you grounded like that. Okay. There is one section. Can we go to bar 33? That's the one with the left hand. Yeah, can I hear the left hand there first by itself?
Because that's my hand.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's try it again. Try it again for me. Good, but can you do it at the tempo that you did it at? Do it the tempo that you did it at. That's a bit slow, I think. Good, because when you played that, right, I lost, this is the one part where I lost the sense of the waltz. I lost the sense of the triple meter like that. Okay, so the left hand needs to be rhythmical like that. So I need that 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So whatever happens in the like that, whatever happens with the right hand melody, whatever you do, that triple meter needs to be there. Can we try it hands together now?
Okay.
Good. You can be a little more flexible if you like a. Okay, so go ahead. So it is con anima, so with a little more liveliness and things like that. Yeah. Okay. So now it doesn't have to be particularly too rigid like that. Go ahead. Start that again for me. Let's try that a little more freedom like that. Good, lovely like that. Okay, good. That it just has like a better sense for that triple meter and all of that stuff. Very good. Now let's do the next section. This. Okay, start me again there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start right there. Go ahead. Good. Now, question for you. You always do this. Why do you do after this one? Why do you take time there?
What do you mean?
Okay, but yeah, good. Yeah, just ask me if you don't understand anything. Okay, you can ask me. Okay, no problem at all. Now, so like you delayed going from this one to this. Is there a reason for that? Instead of, because what's written, I mean, what I see is. Isn't it? Okay, so try this for me, okay? Because, can we try this? So, because you build up the tempo and the excitement so well, is very good. It just feels like, I think it wants to go to that. So don't stop the momentum there. You did this. Right? You did that, right? Now, can we do... Right? Can we do that? Try it for me. So let's go from the start of the...
Okay.
Good. Now, I know there's a fermata there, right? There's a pause sign. You're still hesitating a little bit, right? But you see, I think it works so much better if you just go into that, right? I don't think there's a need to delay it. Now, there's a fermata, but what's the note value of that fermata?
For the two fermatas or just the first?
Actually, for the both of them, they're the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What is it?
Like how long it's supposed to be?
Correct. Yes, correct. Yeah. How long is it? So what's the note value without the fermata?
Eighth.
It's an eighth. Yeah, exactly. It's an eighth note. Yeah. Now the way you play it, it sounds like the fermata is for a quarter note. Do you think you can make it that little bit, so just a little bit shorter? So it, so it doesn't mean that just because it's a fermata doesn't mean it's gonna go. You can go, and that silence after that is very much part of the music. We don't have to be afraid of that because see what happens after that fermata note.
There's a rest with the fermata.
Exactly. And that rest we need, that's part of the music where it needs to breathe after the... Huh. Before you start the like that, before it starts into this comfortable pattern movement again. Okay, so just once more, can we go from here? From that one, please. Okay, so yeah, so go a little bit more directly, go more directly into the, and don't let this hold for too long. Okay, try it. Go ahead. Exactly, something like that, right? I think that's gonna make the playing more integrated like that. Good, good. Really? Okay. Do you have any question for me?
What's the expression in the motion in this piece?
The expression in the what? I'm sorry?
In this piece.
In this piece. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting question. So, what do you think? I know it's kind of rude to ask to answer a question with a question, but I'm curious. So, what do you think? Because you're the one performing as well, right? And I hear a fair bit of expression in what you do. So it's really lovely to hear. What do you think, I wonder?
Like, kind of sad, but not the crying sad.
Aha, okay. Very good. As you explore more pieces, as you develop and you play more Chopin and other composers, not just in the Romantic period, not just Tchaikovsky, but also when you do Bach, when you play your Clementi, Mozart, you're gonna explore more and more different expressions for sure. You're right. There's something about it that's a little sad, but not really, is it? It's got often waltzes are like that. Waltzes have different segments like that. So the opening is kind of sad a little bit, but then you have the major section in the right. So we have different segments, we have different episodes, different, and so your job when you do this is to bring out. It's not just one character in the piece, but it's characters. It's gonna form a story. And so, and I thought you did a good job in bringing out the different facets of the piece. When it's con anima, when it's more lively, right? When it's more lighthearted, and when it's more like this one. When it's more tender as well. I thought you did a good job bringing those out. So don't be fixated on just one character. You want to find the story so that, because if I'm telling a story, right? If I'm telling a story and then I'm talking about how, oh, I have a cow in my, I don't have a cow in my backyard, but if I have a cow in my backyard, right? And if that's all I talk about, like, oh, the color is this, and then it does this, and it kind of gets boring. The story is kind of not interesting.
Yeah.
But when you start telling like how someone I don't know when the different when there's a variety to the story, right? Then it's gonna be more interesting. So yeah, this piece has more than one character, and keep finding the differences like that, and you do very well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, great. You're welcome. Thank you for playing.
Thank you, Rhys. And we're getting ready for Dawson. And Dawson is playing first movement of Beethoven's Sonata, Opus 79, number 1 in G major. Okay, Dawson, give teacher a moment.
Great. I think I'm ready. Good job. Good job. Not an easy piece at all, right? This is a, you know what Beethoven titled this as is a sonatina, right? Sonatina, basically a small sonata. But so this is what Beethoven thinks is an easy piece of music. It is not, right? It's full of really tricky stuff, and you're managing so many of that so well. Very good. You normally do the repeat, right? Do you normally do?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, that's interesting. I would consider, it's like probably if you're doing this for an exam, you probably don't do the repeat. But if you're performing it, and it's not that I expect you to do the repeat today, but if you're performing this in a concert or something like that, I would consider absolutely doing the repeat because Beethoven wrote them in, and I think he wrote the piece with the repeat in mind as well. So it's an integral part of it. Okay, anyway, just something to consider. Very good. Your tempo is well chosen. Do try to keep it as much as possible. Like going into the, I don't know what happened, but going into the, for example, into the development, you have the music there with you? Yeah, you can open it. Okay. So going into the development, for example, where you have, I wouldn't do, I don't think it needs that. We lose the playfulness if you take little times like that. Maybe that's just a little slip in. You just had a little memory thing. I'm not sure, but okay, it's something to consider. Okay. Hey, good. So, and technically everything that you're doing, it looks comfortable. Really good. When you have this kind of sudden changes, and you manage it just as very, very, just that suddenness in the dynamics. Okay, so maybe again it's just the recording quality, but it's okay. Let's go to the beginning again. Okay, and we'll start and stop as we go. Probably go ahead. Let's start again. Good. So something that you can try and do is probably you can have a little, it's like a little break because the piano must start immediately on this one, right? Right in the beginning of that bar. So it's not, but it's, so places like that in Beethoven, when you have a sudden dynamic change, it's perfectly legitimate for you to just take a little break so you don't go straight in, but you just that little pause. Can you try that for me? Right the bar before the piano. Yeah, so take a little time. Da 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 da. Yes, and you can even break it a little bit, like as in you don't have to play it legato like that, but it's just enough to change the dynamics suddenly, like that. It's such an abrupt, sudden change in the dynamics like that. But yeah, that's the idea. You can explore that with your, with your teacher as well. That's not a problem. Good. Let's keep going. Good, 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 good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. You know, lots of really good things. When you have the crescendo in this one, this thing, I think you should really go for and give us an idea that it's gonna go, that it's probably gonna go to something like that, and then it's gonna be a more effective change like that. You wanna try it from? Yeah, can we do that a bit? Excellent. Good, 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 good. That means excellent. So it's got a crescendo all the way to the C sharp at the bottom, right? So that's gonna be your strongest point, the C sharp. So yeah, okay, that's the idea. Okay, good. Now, when you go to this, again, you're playing this well. When you have diminuendos, I'm not sure if you realize this, you have just a little tendency to slow down a little bit, just a little bit, when there are diminuendos. So it becomes a little too nice, maybe, I don't know. So it feels a little bit like that. It feels a little bit like that right now. Okay, so can we go from this? Good, good, good. Once more, once more. Good, good, good. That's right, that's right. And now, Beethoven often is very specific with what he writes. Check this out. In bar, do you have bar numbers there?
Yes.
Excellent. In bar, okay. Compare the left-hand note values in bar 43 and 44.
Okay.
What's the difference? Is there a difference? So, you see how this one in the bar 43 is half note plus a quarter?
Yeah.
What happens in bar 44?
There's a rest.
Aha! Can we get that rest as well? So it's gonna be different. So I would probably lay off the pedal there as well. So I would... Okay, just so we have that rest. Okay, can we... Okay, so just try from. Oh, it's okay. We don't have to try that. That's fine. Can we go right on this? Okay, let's work getting into the development. Let's go there. 46. Oh, bar 46.
Bar 40. Okay.
Okay, okay, good. But it's what's written is it goes straight in, right? It's not. That's what you're doing. Can we have? Try that for me. That's right. That's the rhythm, right? That's what's written there. Okay. There's not another rest before the development starts. Now, when you do this, is there a crescendo?
No.
Good. Okay, just make sure. Maybe it's just the automatic volume thing, but that's gonna be sudden like that. Okay, just so it stays piano. Don't give us a hint that the forte is coming like that. Good. The next part is very good in this development. My goodness, that's not easy at all. Very good. A lot of it's the same concept again. Do you have any question for me?
No. No.
No? Okay, good. Just a little. Okay, good. Just a little situation
Here.
that.
Okay, thanks.
Good. Okay, well, hang on. That's fine. Can I? Okay, good. That's fine. No. Okay. No, I just can I hear a little bit? Okay, and then we'll finish. Okay, but can you just hear from this? This is bar 184. Let's play it to the end. This is at the ending. Yeah, go ahead. Nice. Okay, good. And again, it could just be the mic. Just making sure that when you come to this one, it's a different color from the like that. Okay, so it's and then the whole thing stays piano at the end. Excellent ending too, by the way. Very good. Okay, so yeah, just make sure that this is that's forte, and then that kind of disappears to something that's really lighthearted like that. Okay, but good. Hey, very good.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing, Dawson.
Thanks.
Very good. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Dawson. Now we're moving to our grade 10 RCM students, and we will start with Alan Lee. And Alan Lee playing one of my favorite pieces. That's why I gave it to him. Danzas Argentinas number 2. Beautiful piece. Okay, I'm signing off. Have fun, Alan.
Hi.
Oops. Hello. When you're ready.
Okay.
Very nice. Beautiful. Good. How'd that feel to you? Were you happy with your performance, or
I don't know.
you don't know? That's okay. Yeah, I'm in real life. I'm one of those type of teachers that do like to ask my students questions all the time. So that's fine. Good. Okay. No, this is fine. Is the tempo and the pacing how you want it to be?
I wasn't sure actually.
You weren't sure. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
because
well.
I can't remember the metronome for some reason.
Oh, okay. Usually, okay. So what I mean by that is this, right? So maybe in the middle of a performance, often were you nervous playing this?
Yes.
Yeah, you were. Okay. Oh, don't be. It's okay because it's good. You perform this in a compelling way. There's a lot of very good expression that comes through, I think, and it's really, really, it's a really compelling performance. Okay, and I think you do express a lot of things very well, like that. I like the rubatos that you do as well, and everything, things like that comes across very well. Okay, so you're doing just fine. Now, good. So I asked you about the tempo because I'm just not sure if you planned for it to move in that fashion. It's a little bit on the for me it feels a little bit on the fast side in the middle section. That's on the second page especially.
Yes.
Like leading up. Yeah.
Yeah, I went a bit faster because I felt like if I played it faster, I may be able to prevent wrong notes being heard. Really.
Okay, that's the first time I hear that. That's okay. Okay, well, that's not the way to do it actually, right? If you think about it, right? If you play it faster than what you normally do, what do you think's gonna happen? There will be more of a chance for you to make mistakes, right?
Yes, but like this is like usually what I practice. This is the speed I usually practice.
Oh, okay. So is this the tempo that you plan to do with your teacher as well?
No,
In the
I
middle
went a
section?
bit faster. I went a bit too fast.
Okay then. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Because I like the movement. Like the basic tempo is fine. It's just feels like sometimes it's maybe a little bit quicker than what you intend to do. That's all. Okay. And as a result, if you go to the third page, right? So when this thing comes back again, so after the like it feels like there's a disjoint there as well. So it feels like you suddenly change tempo there, and then it's suddenly you're lost. Like, what tempo am I supposed to be doing in that section? Okay, so but we're gonna go through that. This is fine. Very good, very good. Now, be careful, by the way, in general, when you play the forte stuff here, like the all of that stuff, just be careful with that. Okay, you have a little tendency to, when you play the chord, you go like this. And so you've got you're still using your arm and everything, but here's the deal. When we talk about technique, we're gonna start in this section, okay? When we talk about technique, we often think, okay, how do I move my fingers? How do I use my arm? How do I move? How do I use this, right? Where's my hand position? Stuff like that, right? We often think about that. But what we don't often think about is, what do we do after we play the notes? What do we do after we play the notes? Here, when you play the chords, right? To me, it looks like you're still kind of in, because you feel the music, you're still tense, you're still kind of pressing the notes down. I wonder what happens. We can do just the right hand from this. You can use the pedal. Now, what I'd like to see happen is this. You can play as you do, but after you play, don't keep pressing the notes down. Release. Let go. Can we try that? Yeah, oh, right there. Wait. Right there. I know it's a long note. After that. That one. I know it's a long note, right? But don't keep pressing down there. Let go a little bit of the pressure, so it looks like this. See here, let me play here. Oops. Here. So it says relax. So I see you do this like, and you're still pressing down. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, and the difference is going to be in the sound. I suspect it's just a little bit too big. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Okay. So here, the challenge is this. Your quest is about this is about finding. Okay, just how much energy do I really need to make the keys stay down? Okay, just try this for me. Just play one chord like that, and just figure out. Okay, so and then let go of some of the pressure and figure out just how much energy you need to make the keys stay down. Yeah, exactly. Then you gotta back off to that level of energy, okay? Yeah. So that way, it's because that's gonna be easier on your arm as well, okay? Because it looks like you're really giving everything you've got, and you're still giving it everything you've got, even after you've played the note. After you play the note, right? The only thing you can do is let go of the notes. You can't change the sound once it plays, right? Once you played it. So. Okay, that's one of the things that it's not natural for somebody musical like you. You want to still feel the tension and stuff like that. But so it's not natural. You still want to give it everything you've got. But unfortunately, that's not how the piano works, right? You play the note, that's it, right? That's the sound you get. So just be sure you're releasing those chords like that. Can we just do that section once more, okay? Let's just try that section once more for me. Good. Okay. Now, one more thing. Let's talk one more thing about how we play. Okay. So, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to make the keys of the piano do to get the sound that you want? What do you want the keyboard to do? Because I see you using your arm. I see you using and you're really giving. Looks like you're really giving it everything you've got. It's very compelling. Very good. But what are you really trying to do?
Press the keyboard. Press the notes.
Yeah. In what way?
So that it will make the sound I want.
Okay. And what are you trying to do to get that forte sound?
Press the keys harder.
Yeah. So that's the answer that I get about 9 times out of 10. The students that ask, okay, how do you play forte? They always say louder. Okay, I mean, sorry, stronger. They're gonna force, they play harder, right? So, not quite. What you wanna do is, playing the piano is a direct application of physics. You'll learn this in, I don't know, are you in secondary or high school yet? Have you done physics at school?
No.
You will, okay? And you're gonna understand this even better. So, what you wanna do is, it's not about pressing harder. I see you press hard and the sound is a little too aggressive, okay? What you want to do is you want the keys to go down quick to the bottom for this, okay? It's a direct application of physics. To get the sound that you want, to get the energy or the force, there's 2 elements. One is speed, the other one is weight. You want, especially what right now I want you to think about is the speed. So if I play quick to the bottom, I can get that sound. If I go slow to the bottom, I get soft. So your aim when you play this, you just want it to be quicker to the bottom like that, okay? But avoid pressing so hard with your fingertips, okay? When you do this, okay, let's try that once more, okay? Can you relax the fingertips a little bit more? using your arm, you are using your arm, so your speed of attack is already very quick. Very good. Now, relax the fingertips a bit more. Let's see what happens. Okay. Especially the beginning, a bit better. Good. Okay. So this is something you can experiment with your teacher as well. Okay, because I find in general this is your sound, your energy, your level, your expression. I'm not gonna argue with that, right? It's really beautiful what you're trying to do. But in the forte sounds, just try to back off a little bit like that. Just go with the speed of attack. Use your arm. Don't hit it so much. Okay, so you don't want to press so hard. That's not how you get that. Okay, so you can experiment with that mainly. Okay. Yeah, that's really the main thing for you. Very good. Any question?
No.
Fantastic. Great. Best of luck. Thank you for playing.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to hear you play. You're welcome.
Thank you, Alan. We'll see you at your lesson. Next student we have is Osborne, and Osborne is playing also very beautiful piece by Chopin, Nocturne in E minor. Let's just give a teacher a moment to find music.
Great. Whenever you're ready, Osborne. Nice. Beautiful, Osborne. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah, let's get the music. That's fine. Very good. Now, okay. So questions for you. How did that go for you? How did you feel about that performance? It's okay? Good. Okay.
So the thing, the parts I thought I was not okay was very okay, and then the parts that I thought were okay were not okay.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes that happens in the performance, right? So, and so that's why we practicing performing and doing this kinds of stuff is really, really good. And it's really quite a fair bit of pressure in a way, isn't it? Like on the one hand, we want you to, you're performing and you're doing your best and you're playing well. You're all playing well. And then you are at the same time, and you're gonna have a lesson afterwards, and everybody's listening to you. And there's a fair bit of pressure like that. So it's really good. Then you identify the things that tend to happen in the performance, and you find, okay, so that part actually is not as hard as I thought it is. And or another part that you think is easy, that you always manage well, suddenly becomes a problem. Like, oh, what's going on there? Maybe I don't know it so well, right? So there are things like that that can happen. But I thought overall, you presented this nocturne, really, really well. Again, I like the sound you're getting. I like the expression you're getting. All very good stuff. Another question for you is, okay, so the tempo that Chopin marked is andante. What does andante mean?
Slow, not that slow, not that fast. The one slower than water rider.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you think your performance went a little bit faster than the andante marking?
I'd say I went like a 75, 76.
Oh, okay. You practice this piece with the metronome? Actually?
Not really a metronomical piece, but yeah, I sometimes do.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. Now, okay. So, andante doesn't actually mean slow, right? Andante is often the translation that we use is often we say walking pace, right? And the literal meaning is that it's going, okay? It's going. But it's, so there's a movement to it. And yours definitely has movement. But ultimately, though, what is a nocturne?
Night song.
Yeah, it's a night piece. Yeah, basically, right? So Chopin, you gotta imagine this back in the day, right? So Chopin would be sitting by his Parisian apartment, right? So you imagine where Paris is, right? Very glitzy back in the day as well. So it's all very, very chill, very and what he loved to do as well is he loved the good life, right? So by night he will be having friends over. He'll be enjoying his coffee and tea or whatever. They'll be conversing at night, right? And sitting by the balcony looking over the city of Paris, right? Life is good, that kind of thing. It's all very relaxed and comfortable. And it is a night piece. Then he has a piano. Somebody will play that piano, or he will play that piano, and then it will be something it's not gonna be. At night, he's probably not gonna play like that kind of piece like that, right? He's not gonna be playing something intense. He's not gonna be playing something intense like that. He's gonna be playing something that's something that's more tender and sensitive. And okay, so I wonder if we can, let's try it again. I wonder if we can capture this Parisian night kind of feel, right? So you're gonna be playing, okay, so you don't worry about the neighbors, right? So you don't worry about the neighbors or anything like that. Okay, so it'll be like by the balcony, everyone is like, just relaxing into the evening. Now you're gonna play something that we're gonna enjoy like that. So can we find that tempo like that? A tempo that's gonna allow us to kind of relax into the evening. Try that for me. Okay, how does that feel to you? How does that feel to you?
Better.
Better? Okay, I'm glad. That's good. Definitely feels more like a night piece, right? Very good. So that's the kind of pacing. So now, often here's what happens, right? And this happens to everybody. In a performance, right? You're about to play, and then you sit down on the piano, right? So everybody's watching. You walk up on stage, everybody's watching, and then you sit down on the piano, right? Okay, so I've adjusted the bench. Okay, good. Now, then I get to play. How fast am I supposed to go? Right? So you're nervous as well. Your heart is beating fast, and then you start playing. Oh, I gotta play. Everyone's waiting for me. Then you go. Uh-oh, that's too fast. Whoops, what can I do? I just have to keep going like that. And you did keep going, right? So things like that can happen in a performance. So what can you do so that you can capture the essence of what you want to do every single time, no matter what it is, no matter where you're playing? How can we do that? Make sure you take your time. Don't be afraid to make people wait for you, right? Make them wait. It's okay. So you sit down, you get comfortable, right? Okay, good. Now, before you play, think about not necessarily just the beginning. Maybe think about one of your favorite moments in the piece. Maybe think about this one, when you have... when it's really tender like that, right? Think about that tempo. One, two, and now. So find your tempo first. Feel the character first. Then you play. That's what's gonna happen, right? So don't just sit down and then play. Start playing like that. You gotta think about, find the tempo, find the pulse, find the character. Then you begin. Okay? So it's a trick that's really important, I think, for everybody here. Okay? So, okay, good. Now, let's do, okay, one thing I'd like you to try and do is this. It's something about Chopin, the accompaniment often has its own life. See, this is not accompaniment, is it? It has its own life in a way, right? So when you go, right? When was the last time you practiced the left hand on its own?
Today or yesterday?
You did? Oh, you did actually? Oh, that's so fantastic to hear. Then I don't feel bad asking you to play just the left hand on its own. Can you do that for me? Okay, now, your task is this. Okay, it's not just to practice to check whether you know the notes or not. But the question is, how beautifully can you play that accompaniment part? So, not just... like that, right? Okay, don't do that. Okay, so how beautifully can you make it? Go ahead. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting there, right? So listen out for when there are like things like this. That sharp kind of edge in the harmony, in the color, that becomes more expressive like that. Right? So that's the kind of stuff you gotta find, okay? Good. Very good. Just one last thing. You play this very well otherwise. Okay, so it's maybe about that kind of pacing thing and then finding how so that it's expressive and beautiful every single time you perform it. Last thing. This part. What is this? Aspiratamente. What does that mean?
I forgot.
Oh no. That's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Look, it's okay, Osborne. That's fine. Okay, so how are you trying to project this character though? What are you going for here, character-wise?
Heavenly.
Heavenly. Oh, okay. Good. Can you make it sound that way? So if it's heavenly, is it going to be like this? Or is it going to be more like... Which one do you like more? The first or the second one? Show me. Show me. Good. Now, okay, so that means that even the melody is going to be softer and more tender. How do you do that? Okay, so if you do this, like this, right? If you do it like that, the action is quick. So you want the opposite. You want it to be slower and gentler to the bottom of the key. That's how you get that. Instead of like that. Show me. Just the right hand is okay too. Ah, lovely. Slower action to the bottom. Use your arm, but gentle to the bottom of the key. What do you think? How's that sound? Isn't that softer and gentler? Right? That's more heavenly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so explore that sound for me, okay? That will be your task as well there. Great. Okay. Thank you for playing, Osborne.
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Osborne. And now to our final performer. It's been such a marathon of students, Sam, for you.
It's been fun.
Yes.
You're playing wonderfully. Wonderful teaching. Wonderful to hear.
Oh, thank you. Kira Hu is finishing with also one of the beautiful Rachmaninoff's pieces, Elegy, Opus 3, number 1. Kira, are you ready? Yeah, excellent.
Lovely, great. That's nice to end with a piece like this, or I don't know, maybe a bit too dark to end on a piece like this, but that's all right. It all works all the same. Good job, Kira. Good. Good. I think this is one of Rachmaninoff's graduation pieces, something he wrote for his graduation, something like that. I don't remember, but okay, good. Hey, you know, the tempo in the so in the middle section it says più vivo. What does that mean?
Not sure.
Oh, okay. So that, but I think you know what vivo means. No? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I can tell you, you are doing the vivo bit. It just means it's going to be quicker, livelier, right? So it's faster. It's a fast tempo marking, right? But I think you forgot the più beat. Now, piu is one of the words, it's one of the 7 words that I always get my students to remember. Because if you know these 7 words, okay, because most of them are opposites. If you know them, you can take a good guess what a lot of the Italian words mean in your music. Più means more. So, it's more, fast, and lively, right? Literally, right? If you put the two together. Sorry, I should really get you. You have the music there with you? Yeah. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look. Really good. You like this piece?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you have no choice to say yes, right? You're on the gun like this. You have no choice anyway, right? Okay, so... okay. Good. Okay, so più vivo, right? So it's more, so it's gonna be faster and livelier. Okay, it does not mean fast and lively, does it?
No.
Aha. So something like that that's something you can consider. Okay, so it's gonna move along, but I don't think it necessarily means fast there. I don't think you need to go, I think it's a nice breeze of fresh air, right? It's an elegy, so you have this dark thing in the beginning. And then after this dark, after we emerge from this darkness, then we have... Sorry, what's this? So, and there's more freedom that you can have as well with this. So it doesn't have to go... Yeah, it doesn't have to do that, basically. Okay? So I would place it a little more comfortably here. It's like, it's a breeze of fresh air after the funereal thing that happened before, right? So just something to kind of freshen the mood just a little bit. It's still, everyone is still tearful and crying and stuff like that. There's still a lot of that darkness in the heart, but it's just something that tries to elevate the mood a little bit, okay? It doesn't have to go speed up so much like that, okay? Can we just try that? So can we go from here? Give us 2 bars before the più vivo, please. Good. Okay. Now, Rachmaninoff here also marked specifically what he wanted to hear. What's the dynamic marking for the right hand here? Yeah, in the right hand, in the... Do you have what? Is there a... what's the dynamic marking there?
It's pianissimo, Kira. It's marked right there in your music. I can't take it. I have to.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Okay. Look. Hey, yeah, okay, so it's pianissimo there, okay? So it's okay. Now, so one of the things about this is, with pianissimo, what I've discovered is it's not just about how softly you play, but it's also about the dynamics. It's about how you control... It's not just about the dynamics and how softly you play, but it's also about how you control the rhythm. So if I'm playing this really softly, like this... That's okay. But if I play it a bit like anxiously, like this... It doesn't quite feel pianissimo. Even though it sounds pianissimo, it's not gonna feel pianissimo. So find a way so that you pace this in a comfortable way. Maybe try it a touch, maybe even a touch, just a touch slower. But the idea is it has a calmness to it. So it has a calmness to it. Can we try that? Let's see what happens. Okay, so the right hand, more even, a bit more controlled rhythmically as well. Yeah, good, 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 good. So I think that's nicer. So I would avoid doing this pushing forward kind of rubato, like that. I would avoid that, okay? So we get this sense of calmness as well still. Okay, good. I like your climax very much. Now, in the outer section here, now, I hope you don't take this personally, but it feels like almost like I can set a metronome to it. I'm sorry. Okay, look. Look, I think you can find a lot more freedom and flexibility here as well. Now, can I ask you to play just the melody? We're not gonna do the beginning. We're gonna do the one about a third line on the third line in the beginning. So when it comes back, this one. Like that, okay? Can you play me just the melody there? And I want you to kind of even ignore a little bit the rhythm, the rhythmic values. I want to hear what you do with it if you're free from that.
So, sorry, on the first page or the last?
So just the melody in the right hand.
The first page?
Yeah. I like the phrasing very much and what you want to do. Very beautiful. However, the left hand has to help you support that as well. It's not like at the moment your left hand feels like the shackles to your right hand melody, right? It feels like it's tying everything down. So can the left hand, again, this is going to be a... are you organizing the pulse? Are you counting like a pulse like every eighth note or something like that? I wouldn't. I hope you don't do that. Good. How are you feeling this? Are you doing like quarter notes or half notes kind of pulse? Half note, excellent. Can we see that when you feel half pulse like that, half note pulse? It does say moderato after all. Definitely not a slow tempo marking. Go ahead. What happens if it can flow a bit more, that left hand? Yep, right hand joints, please. Good. Nice. Okay. So just work along that line, I think. And I think you have it. I think that's what you want to do. I'm not sure what happened in the first run through, but I think that's what you want to do anyhow. That feels more natural to you too. That's my impression anyway. I don't know if you feel that way, but it feels more natural to. It looks like you're happier that way too. And I think that's where this piece wants to go with the moderato section. Okay. You just feel it's in the first round. It just feels like you're thinking the eighth notes a little bit too severely. So it feels too like that. Feels stuck. This one has more movement and flow like that. Okay, so explore that. So it's a little tempo things that will enhance your expression there. And the più vivo, it means more, faster and livelier. It does not mean faster. It does not mean fast and lively. Okay, think about that. Good. Okay, but lovely though. I think a lot of expression in this. I think really thank you for playing. Lovely to hear you play. And thank you to everyone who played. It's really, really fantastic to hear all of you play. Really, really wonderful. Some really fantastic teaching here, I think. Really wonderful.
Samuel, thank you very much for joining us. And I want to say thank you to all of our performers and teachers, Melody and Matthew. They had to attend to their not so newly born child now, so they're off. But they are gonna catch the rest of the masterclass in recording. So Sam, it was amazing. I took some notes. We're definitely gonna try all of your suggestions. It's awesome for me to hear another opinion, and I hope kids can appreciate this opportunity. I'm sure they all do.
Great. Yeah, thank you for having me. No, it's really lovely to hear what's going on here. I mean, that's just, yeah, it's really incredible. I hope you all keep playing. All your students will keep playing. I think they're all in very good hands. And yeah, I hope they'll keep playing and enjoying the music. There's a lot to explore, and your teachers will do just that to help you.
Thank you, Sam, one more time.
Welcome.
And I will be signing off. So let's talk to each other in our private chat about the details. Yeah, so thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful Sunday night. And for you, Sam, is it Monday morning?
Yeah, it's just the start of my teaching day. I've got 8 more hours or so to teach. That's okay.
Oh my God! Well,
Yeah.
Your students
It's
are
a
very
great way to
lucky.
start. Oh, thank you.
Your students are very lucky to have you. Okay, so we're finishing with our masterclass. Thank you very much. Thank you to our teacher, and we'll see you at your lessons. Bye bye, everybody.
Great.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.